Hello, beautiful one and all. Yeah, that's right. James didn't want me to say shit like that. James wants me to be boring. James said, you people aren't fucking worth it. And I was like, what do you mean, you people? And he was like, you know who I'm talking about. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, that's right. And I was like, all right. So.
Fucking Swedes. Hi, I'm James, and I'm actually here for the intro.
Man, you are the only person that's not my baby to ever interrupt me in an intro. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. But we are here, I guess we are here to introduce, that's what an intro is an introduction. I bet you didn't know that. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. James is dumb. So, yeah. We're doing the introduction to the 99th fucking episode of this show ever, which is the third Transhumanism episode ever. That's not as impressive, I guess. But it's a special one because what it really shows us is that, you know, the build-up to a milestone can be just ever so just as important, I guess, as the milestone itself. The anticipation is what is so great about Christmas Eve.
The anticipation in the build-up is what really, you know, makes the climax just that much better.
Yeah. No, it's the I can't hold it anymore, and then the relief after is just so
100th episode.
So that's the relief after, which sounded very tension-filled.
So much tension, so much build-up.
It's got to stop having rubber bands around that so tight all the time. Welcome, one and all. This is number 99. Enjoy.
Peace.
25 years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of man, for whatever that means. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, just to get it all out once in my head. And I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? When I said, hey, yeah, 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 ah, yeah, yeah, I said, I.
And fade out, just stunning, soothing, beautiful Mozart, and get ready for some Mofarts. Let's go. This is another episode of See No, Hear No, Speak No.
And we're going on to the UFOs, the conspiracies, and the moitas.
And I'm James. You can email us at snhndsnpod@gmail.com.
Flawlessly timed as
I was
usual.
Or comment on Podbean.
Yeah, that was good.
Podbean.
I was trying, and you caught on to it, I was trying to do like a whole NPR kind of vibe with it. Just real serious, straight-laced, because Chris has got some things to tell you people out there. That's right, you people. Fucking live with it. It's 2025. Chris, take it away.
Take it away.
99th episode. Yay, guys.
Next episode, 100th episode.
No, that's not the important one. It's the one before it.
I mean,
yeah.
Just the 99.
you know, you guys don't have to walk on eggshells or anything. Just, you know, don't make me hurt you. That's all.
I was gonna walk on broken glass, but I guess this isn't my house. I can't just go breaking everything.
Yeah, don't break. You can in the back patio. You can,
I won't go breaking your heart.
don't go breaking my heart.
So this is the number deux, the second of third. Son of a bitch! Wow, has it been that long? It just seems like yesterday when we did the other one, which wasn't yesterday. That was like a week and a half ago. But Chris is going to talk to us about. Chris, go ahead.
Fun stuff, actually. In a
Transhumanism.
Yeah, it's going to be transhumanism. It is. It really is.
Is this okay? Okay, good, because I already have a really banging fucking name for the episode, and if it wasn't going to be about transhumanism, that would have ruined everything.
No, it is. It is. I was gonna say something a little more specific to the contents of the episode, but you know, you had me on the spot, so it just wasn't coming out. I'm glad you jumped in there.
No problem, man. That's what I am. If anything else, is a life preserver and a human being. At the same time, I don't even have to fucking transform. I'm there for you, Chris. Go.
Appreciate you. So, last time on See No, Hear No, Speak No, we
Give me your badge. Fuck you, man. Oh no, Sanchez. He was in the car. Ah!
bang,
Dun,
pow.
dun.
You know,
Man,
Oh.
I miss Law and Order so bad.
all that fun stuff. We
Sorry.
you what now?
I miss Law and Order, man.
I never watched it.
My mom didn't let me watch Law and Order.
Did you never watch any of the Law and
Nah.
Orders?
Well, so my mom would let me watch, like, I would watch Law and Order with my mom, like, really young, like, you know, like 5, 6, 7,
8.
and then, or like around there, and then, like, so one day she let me do it, and then the next day she was watching Law and Order, so I was like, okay, I'll go watch Law and Order with her. She's like, no. I was like, what? And she's like, no, you cannot watch this show. And I'm like,
Wow.
what do you mean? I watch it
Mom
with you all the
sounds a lot like
time.
you, but with a deeper, raspier voice.
deeper, raspier voice.
Okay, but so what was
yeah,
her big
she's
problem
just-
with Law and Order?
I don't
Oh,
know.
you still don't even know. We're gonna have to have her on as a guest and listen to a bunch of Tool music. So, Chris,
Leave me alone, Mom.
wow, man, that's mean. Your
I
mom.
moved out. Okay, I have a good 5 years to be distant.
This is all getting cut
and
out.
then-
No one listening can possibly think that you're an adult yet. That's how we're getting all the scratch coming our way. Chris, go.
I'm the jailbait of the show.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, strategy, man.
Sweet
Strategy.
virgin pipes.
So, yeah, when last we spoke, we made the distinction that we're not talking about immortality, right?
Right.
Yes.
Just a longer, healthier, happier
Just
living life.
right, just the extension of our lives via several different possibilities and or ideas that are currently in the works, being developed and tested and stuff. So yeah, we man, what all did we talk about? We talked about
We talked about James still has a Game Boy. That's pretty
That's
badass.
true.
Yeah.
We talked about cyborg eyes and how iPhone computer camera lenses can't just be shoved in somebody's face and expect the face to be like, yeah, you and me, we're the same, and fist bump and go.
Yeah.
But it's still working. We're getting there.
We're making steps. We're making moves.
We're trying to be.
We have a
love connection here.
goal in sight, in mind.
So
Just trying to get there.
James brought up the really neat fact, and I hope this is real because I didn't look it up. But that scientists say that right now on the Earth that we live in, we're inside the Earth right now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. There is a person who has already been born and is existing and alive today that will live to be 200 years old because medical science progression can't be stopped.
And I
Keep it
believe
going.
I pointed out that it's a cool statement, but far open-ended for what the possibilities that we're talking about could ultimately bring about for all of us, and not just for that one possibly lucky person.
Right.
you know, probably lucky person.
Well,
not
no,
possibly.
not that, but like the first person to be, in the generation of people that will live to be that, like the first one in a mass.
No, I get it, and again, that one the one
Words in
doctor
English.
that we were talking about, who is the lead scientist in
Dr.
you
Acula.
know, let's not go
It's
into
not-
that again.
It's not-
Um,
Bleh.
the lead scientist in lifespan extension. Let's say it like that, because I don't remember exactly how he puts it, but he's very optimistic that he's 52 right now. He's very optimistic that he will be able to see a damn good extension to his lifespan. So,
and clearly now the rain is gone.
Okay, and everyone else's lifespan, subsequently.
I can see clearly now the rain is
what
gone.
What the fuck?
Jay, he can. You said he could see clearly now.
I can see.
And that got in my head, and it's your fault for being so dang cute.
I'm sorry. I said that we'd be on track this episode. Let's keep it rolling.
Remember saying that at all? You're confusing the shit out of me.
You're confused. So about these trans folk.
Right. So yeah, so we talked about that.
I mean, they're all good.
The
people.
extension of one's life by, first of all, taking care of yourself until the technology gets here. That's one thing that we can all strive to do. If you would like to see such
we were talking about smoking crack earlier, so.
But he
not that we do it, but people do it. Just saying.
No, but you can talk about things and not do them. I mean, we do that all the time.
That's not what the Bible says.
So
but go, Chris.
His suggestion, or one of the things that he's mentioning that we talked about, are replacement parts, whether they be 3D printed or grown or removed from one animal, stripped of all the cells, rebooted with a new person's cell for that person's cells and fucking put back in them type shit. All kinds of ways, right? That we're working on. We also talked about machine to brain interface, and the lady, the quadriplegic lady who can now use this machine that she's plugged into to just think about lifting her arm
bring it
and
to bring a daiquiri up to her mouth.
Sip a daiquiri, damn right.
While she's chilling on the beach in Kokomo,
kicking it with her big mech suit.
I thought you were about to say shaking it with her big Mexican butt.
Wow.
Why?
No, that's a good thing.
You went into that real quick. Your brain just.
I am just, like I said, I've been up for 2 days, and I have had 3 sips of a drink.
You didn't say that at all, but that sounds awful.
I'm having a good time. James's house is nice.
All right.
Appreciate it, buddy. We're trying to make it nice here. It's kind of gross right now.
So we got ways, right, that we're working on. And I made mention of these things, these technologies, these options that we're working on, because they're all. A lot of these that we touched on, at least, are like just starting on the road, basically, to things that
to being something that we could actually have fun with later on.
No. I mean, those technologies at their let's say perfected stages for now, for what we understand them to be, for at least for what we're talking about. Those particular technologies are still the beginning of the road to things to other things that we have in line, that we have ideas for, that could be, leading to the next ones on down the road and such, which are fucking cool as hell. So, such as the fucking mech suit you plug into, like that's just like just cybernetic hardware. It's pretty archaic, like the Nokia phone. You know what I mean? It was a phone.
Don't you talk shit about my fucking goddamn Nokia blue hump top phone with the tiny black antenna that I played Snake on constantly.
Don't get me wrong. It served its purpose. It did its thing. Everything was great. Everybody had one. right? And the same thing will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's texting in my ear, cut that shit out.
Oh, you can hear
You're
that.
driving me crazy.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. You're on my phone. Of course you can hear that.
Jesus.
Sorry, buddy. Jeez, man.
I'd kill you.
And also, though, calm your tits, yo. Should have said something sooner. I had literally just pressed send too.
It's cool. Complete your conversation, but damn.
I'm good. I'm about to turn off the vibrations. I'm not having.
That's even better.
Good vibration.
That's even better. So anyway, yeah. Things like that are you know, I mean, I don't want to say bottom of the barrel because they're fucking awesome, but they are beginning of the road. I'll say that, you know, for things that-
Where there's room to grow, and they're going to be growers, not sure.
Right. So you say this person has been born that could live to be 200. I say these very credible scientists are saying at least 4 billion of us will live to be as old as we want to be until we decide to throw the switch and be done with it, figuratively, of course. But yeah, fucking that's a pretty big number. So, but things like
I've seen bigger.
things like the whole mech suit stuff is fairly basic to some of the other stuff that we're going to be talking about, and like I said, you know, I'm gonna pretty much streamline it into one major topic of interest. But these other things we just I wanted to talk about just to give some ideas and you know, spark up the brain on the subject.
Right.
So yeah, what do you think about replacement parts? Like, let's just say not medically, let's say cosmetically. What do you think about replacement parts? What is your
like a
brain
big old dick.
immediately-
No. I was thinking smaller scale, like individual,
Who's
like
thinking
fingers
small old
and
dick?
stuff. I was thinking small dick.
He wants to know how the other side is that what it is? You slut.
Mm-hmm.
So I could do, but like things like some cyberpunk, like full on, like full out, like cybernetic kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, okay, so
Like,
I want to still look human though. I don't want like a half metal face like Kano.
but what if you could get like some like cool like robotic guys that could like change colors and stuff like that? But
I mean, do they have to be all robot looking, or can I
no,
just
they
have
would
regular
look
eyes that
real,
look all
but
cool and
like
shit?
it would definitely be like it looks synthetic, like around the eyes,
Well,
like your eyelid and stuff looks synthetic.
okay, as far as that's concerned, the last episode we talked about the robotic eye that and it's not great yet, but that's the one that plugs into live optic nerves of a fucking blind person. Now they're also working on optical implants, not full robotic eyes, but an optical lens implants and things like that will allow a person to see in spectrums that we can't normally see, such as UV and infrared and things like that. Not only
I want to get that so bad. I want to get that so
not
bad.
only that, but
infrared
they're
or
working
UV?
on something that has a full,
Both.
you know, a chip that will have constant connection, and then a lens that gives you a heads-up display, you know. So basically, you know, basically like Google Glass inside your head, in your fucking face.
Yeah, see, and I do that. I would definitely do
Fucking
that.
face, son of a bitch.
Nah, I think that sounds.
No, that's awesome.
I think
Actually,
that's
I have like
pretty slick.
just like a little.
That is fucking cool as hell.
I have like a little plug-in port on your temple or something for like maintenance or something. That's like the only thing that you can visibly see. But it's got like it could have like a little like rubber thing over it, so you can just
Now, well, see,
plug it in, but then it'd still be covered.
Well, see, now think about it. Think about it, though. Now, if we're saying the mech suit setup or whatever, that kind of brain-to-computer interface is fairly archaic when you think about if they can do that, you know, Nokia brick phone, if they can do that, then just wait 10 years, 15 years to see what they're going to come out with your fucking, you know, the now smartphones, that type of shit. So if you think about plugging into your head, that will never be a thing. I guarantee it. They're gonna skip right over it.
What?
You know.
But wait, the Matrix though.
No,
guys.
fuck all that.
True.
No, fuck
they're
you.
gonna skip
Tell me,
over
fuck
that.
all the Matrix.
It's gonna be.
Well, the Matrix 3 we could skip over, but the other two
I mean,
are staying canon.
think about the fact that you have NSF chips and readers now. You don't have to plug into the thing for it to read the chip and activate.
Right.
And you can.
Yeah, but if you
True.
don't have to plug in, then anybody walking by could just fucking scan your fucking NSF chip.
I mean, you can live
You know
your
what I
life
mean?
in fear about what
We
anyone
have to
can
have-
do at any time, but that's never been not a thing. Anyone can do.
There'd probably be some like
anything
fingerprint
all
kind
the
of
time.
stuff.
But my healthy fear of being pooped on by an old man named Jeff has kept me away from being pooped on by an old man named Jeff. So I think a certain amount of fear can be healthy.
Caution is definitely healthy, but agoraphobia
Caution.
is fucking debilitating, right? If you live in fear and never leave your fucking house because you're scared that everybody is gonna rob you of all your digital data and blah blah blah, well,
Okay, well, you're going to the extreme there. I just don't like the fact that it could probably be done.
yeah, well, nobody does.
I'm still gonna get it. It's just like I got earrings in fucking high school. I didn't want that stupid shit. Hurt like a bitch. Got infected so easy. But I was like, everybody else is getting it. So yeah, I'm gonna get the fucking implant. Big deal.
Yeah, it did suck.
What do I
but
have to hide?
It was a learning
Lots of stuff,
experience.
turns out.
Okay, that was a learning experience.
Yeah. And now I have giant gauges in my fucking ears like some kind of goddamn pygmy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut that part out. That was insensitive. I'm sorry, guys.
Insensitive to pygmy
Zach
life.
Morris, a time
Tribal.
in.
Fucking beliefs and religious upholdings. We're not insensitive, guys. So anyway, okay. So yeah, optical implants are cool. What other kind of implants might be cool? And I'm not talking about like weaponized type shit. Okay, that's
Like breast implants.
you would want breast implants.
Weaponized
That'd be
titties.
You would want robot tits.
Like-
Weaponized titties. Let's get the Britney Spears breast implants that like have machine guns pop out.
Does Britney Spears have implants that machine guns pop out of?
And Austin
that's-
Powers, she does.
You know that's a
That's true.
movie, right? Stop hitting that.
That's true. She does. Fembots.
Oh, she's a fembot.
Yeah.
So
Man,
so
I thought she was a Louisianian.
the sex industry, which is a whole nother episode.
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
No, we're not talking about that this episode. I'm gonna make
I thought we were doing teledildonics finally.
not this episode. That's gonna be a different one, which we will do. I'm just making mention of the fact that it doesn't matter what technology comes out. If
I'm
it
just
can be
reminding you guys
used-
about sex work.
if it can be used for sex, we will. And
I thought you were going to say for evil,
well,
but it's kind of the same thing.
it depends on, how you see it and how much of a fucking prude you are. But either way, your go-go gadget dick is not out of the realm of impossibility or improbability.
You could get like a vibrator like implant in your dick.
You know, I really
you
hate
just,
when
like,
the show
squeeze-
devolves into
You
this
squeeze
kind
a
of
little
talk.
button on the
but
bottom of
I'm
your dick and it starts vibrating.
I'm always the person that leads it there.
No,
I just realized that. I'm the person that steers the show to the fucking grossness that I hate being on the
actually,
show.
James did it this time when I asked what kind of upgrade would you want, and
You brought up sex upgrades.
no, I was going to say it anyway though because
You're
it's
like, if it can be used for
it's a
sex, what
valid-
would it be? And I'm like, vibrating
I
dick.
didn't say for sex. I said upgrade first. Now I'm talking about sex, and I'm doing it because it's a valid fucking point that will happen.
Yeah, and I'm answering you. It is a valid point. I'm answering you.
Okay. Look. Both of you, I think we need a 5-minute timeout, and you really need to think about what you did. What you've did.
Well,
That's
I think
right,
you're just
motherfucker.
scared
You've
of
got me-
vibrating
You
dicks,
know what?
Chris.
This is the whole episode's getting cut out. So go ahead, Chris.
So, upgrades are cool. Cybernetics are pretty cool. I'm looking forward to
Upgrade.
seeing what we're gonna come up with and what we can do. On that topic, there have been actually this first one has let's see, hang on, let me look it up. I'll tell you exactly what it was called. I forgot what it was called, but It's
Terrible.
you shush your
Be ashamed
face.
of yourself.
It was the biohacking convention. So for the last 3 years, the last one was held in 2018. 2019 didn't have one because they're changing the fucking people who throw it, because the biohacking community is still small and hipster and hasn't grown to a size big enough to support throwing a convention like this and having actual scientists and people come out. They had companies that are creating and developing bio upgrades come out and demonstrate and or just talk about their products. They actually had a company that was implanting NSF chips into people for free. So that's a thing that's real, and that is happening. Like I said, 2019
That's
didn't
cool.
have one. Hopefully 2020 will have one. But they're changing the people who fund the whole thing. So yeah, this is happening. You will be getting cybernetic upgrades. You at least for now will be having the option one of these days, just like having a fucking cell phone that everybody said $600. Oh my god, the iPhone is $600. Motherfuckers were getting robbed for an iPhone,
dude,
just because they saw white headphones.
Mine's $1,000.
Right? This shit was happening.
Yeah, my phone was actually like $980 something.
Yeah, mine's $1,000.
iPhone 1 and 2
Man.
were they were.
No, I use a Samsung. Fuck iPhone.
I was talking about
Those
iPhone
things
1
are
and
for
2 were
changes.
like $600 and $700 at that when they first came out.
Oh,
And that
yeah.
was still
And back
astronomical.
then, that was like 7,000.
Fuck yeah, dude! Because you could get the Nokia
Oh,
brick
that
phone
is
still at
you.
that time for
Yeah,
fucking
no,
free.
this was me.
You know,
I don't know if it was free. I remember having to give a really rough-looking dude a handy.
nice. Well, I mean, product of your environment, I guess. That is New Orleans for you.
Well, that's what happens when you grow up at Chuck E. Cheese's. Go, Chris, go.
So yeah. Upgrades are gonna happen. Upgrades are cool. Cosmetic upgrades are fucking awesome. Medical upgrades are even better when you think about the fact that it extends your life to have more cosmetic upgrades done. And
I like the way you're thinking.
know?
As James said earlier, I think I like the jib of your
it's
cut.
tragedy.
That's
That is
not what I
disgusting.
said.
That sounds like something you should not say to another person.
It makes it sound way worse than the right way around, doesn't it? Man.
So yeah, let's talk now about
So we're
Android.
Sex,
taking
baby.
it down to the
Ooh,
river.
sex with androids, baby.
androids. Androids are pretty cool. The idea that an android can do anything a human can
Sex
do and
bots.
more is
No, not sex bots, androids. Listen to the man.
Okay,
Well-
okay, I'm sorry.
Son of a
I mean, you're a human. If you can fuck it, you're gonna fuck it most likely. So, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Your android is
I mean-
probably also.
but
your
we don't
sex
have-
bot.
We don't
just-
fuck animals, though.
we don't have to call them fuck bots.
That's true.
We can
No,
call them
sex
androids.
bots, not fuck bots. That's crass. Okay, that's crass.
That's
You're
Mrs. Fuckbot. to
You're
you,
crass.
sir.
Bitch.
Fuck you.
Okay, so androids. Are we talking like androids from Aliens androids, or are we
Like
talking
Fallout androids?
Are we talking androids like from Alien?
Or are we talking androids from Dragon Ball?
God, please be Dragon Ball ones.
Please be
I mean,
Dragon
I
Ball Z
guess I would
androids.
say a healthy mix of both. Although, I guess you could
But we gave 3 options.
teach them to fight and fly and shoot energy beams and be a military person that fucking I don't know what the
I
fuck
just wanna-
what
I just want.
So
You
like,
guys chose-
like human looking Iron Man.
guys
I really
chose
just want to teach mine to dance.
two awful examples of androids
How is Aliens and Dragon Ball Z awful?
because they're both
Those
pretty
are
much
both
the
very
fucking
famous
same.
androids.
Yeah.
they're humanoid.
No, one you want to have sex with. The other one is like a blank, weird milk person.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah, one's like a
fashioned to be
weapon,
person.
one's a milk person.
You know what's funny?
And then
is not even
androids
I know.
from Fallout or like...
Not even I know which ones I was talking about just now. It could go either way, man.
So let's say humanoid androids.
When I say humanoid, you say androids. Humanoid.
Androids.
Humanoid.
Androids.
Okay.
Because we did mention in the last one about how we're pretty sure, as of right now, that removing the brain from the body and keeping it alive, you could pretty much do so indefinitely. So,
Okay.
Right?
Yes. Indubitably.
main topic, enter
Quite.
now.
Yes.
Have you guys ever heard about this thing that's going on, this project of sorts called the 2045 Initiative?
No.
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 Okay.
No,
Well,
sir.
good then.
No. I don't know anything.
Did you get that thing I sent you, though?
That thing you sent me? Other than the frog picture, I got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you truly are making a Harvey Birdman reference, and in that case, I fucking love it.
absolutely was making a Peter Potamus
I
reference.
fucking
Yes.
love it.
Yeah.
So, the 2045 initiative is it's a pretty good stretch of everything we've been talking about and so much more. So,
Chris is a dreamer.
it's 2020 already. 25 years. What kind of shit do you guys think will be around technologically in 25 years?
Oh man. Well, in 25 years, and my life is still trying to
Stop.
get it back.
Fucking stop.
Creeping heel of hope. The way you were saying 25 years over and over again, I could not get the opening fucking line of that song out of my
I
head.
love and hate that song equally, and it's just it's a classic. It'll never be,
The video is so good. They just walked into a thrift store and was like, "Give me hats, give me scarves, give me boots. I don't want two of the same kind."
Yep.
Fucking beautiful.
Accurate.
But yes, so in 25 years, I believe,
And I don't just
that,
mean technologies on that follow this subject. I just mean technologies in general. What
Right.
cool shit.
I see. I think that consumer
I can't
electronics are going to get really fucking cool really fucking soon. To the point where you're not going to need to spend fucking $1,200 to have like a decent VR rig or something like that. Like you'll be able to just pop in some contact lenses, even though I couldn't do that. I can't stick my fingers in my eyes. I've always really wanted contacts. I just can't do it. But it's. I don't think the world is going to look a whole lot different. Really, I think our gadgets are going to be a whole lot fucking cooler. But I think, we're more than likely still going to be driving internal combustion engine fucking vehicles.
No, I got some opinions. You want some opinions?
I mean, usually other people's opinions come at the end of the statement of the person that is stating a statement. But
cut you off on that. I'm sorry.
because you broke my flow, man, I will acquiesce and hear your objections, observations.
Actually, I'm kind of opposite of what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think we're going to go further backwards to the Stone Age type thing?
What? No. Okay. I think it's going to be crazy. I think in the next 10 years, as far as consumer stuff, things like gaming and like toys and things like that are just going to be like fucking crazy. Small VR sets and everything like that. Cars are definitely, like, for the most part, most new cars are going to be electric within the next 10 years.
I hope so, man. I can't wait for people not to hear me come around the corner before I hit them with my car. It's going to be so much easier to fucking run down now.
I think GM has said that all of their old vehicles, like under them, like consumer vehicles, are going to be electric by 2025.
That's pretty sweet.
Or 6 or something like that.
Have they copped to killing the guy that made the car that ran on water yet? Because that's what I'm waiting for. I will not buy a GM product until they admit that they murdered that man for having a fucking idea that worked.
Them and which branch was it that came to see them? Wasn't the NSA, it was wasn't the CIA. Fuck, I don't remember which one, but yeah, them too.
The Shadow Clan.
Some bullshit.
Yes.
The Shadowfoot Clan. The Foot Shadow Clan. It doesn't work that way as a sentence, but it works that way as a name, I think. It's pretty good.
I think medically, I think we're going to see crazy shit. At least one or two different types of cancers we're going to find a way to cure within the next, like, 10 to 15 years. Reliably.
Like where
but I
it's
think
just, like,
within 10 years.
Not like the common cold, but it's like outpatient surgery type event.
Yeah, something, like, way more minor than it is now, you know? Like, something where it's like, you know, if you have these one or two different... Because there's so many different types, you know? You can't just cure cancer. It's not... That doesn't exist.
I mean, but curing types of cancer would then
it'll speed it up.
That would give you the roadmap to then attack all the other cancers
if Big Pharma
fucking
allows
assholes.
it.
If they can make money, which I guarantee you, if you cure cancer, people will pay for that cure.
Dude, but it would be a one-time thing. Things like chemotherapy and there's just like
the medicine for hepatitis, is it?
Again.
That is like a one-time. Here's your fucking shot. That is an actual cure for hepatitis. It costs $27,000.
Yeah, like it's insane.
Jesus.
There's no like that is just to make money.
That's the kind of shit where people should rise up and burn fucking buildings down.
Yeah, and that's only in place because they want to make up for the lost money from like going to treatment after treatment after treatment. They got to charge you that,
which is fucking crazy that they have figured out how much you, Chris, would pay as a person for your lifetime treatment of fucking hepatitis. And then they stamp that fucking price tag on the one pill that gets rid of it forever.
Well, it's a simple math problem, I'm sure. Simple equation. But yeah, it is pretty fucked up.
But all in all, I just think we're really close to a lot of big changes.
It is pretty fucked up.
We're gonna see a lot of big changes in this next decade.
Well, I completely agree.
We're like it's gonna.
I see that, but I like I said, I don't see it looking in like fucking Minority Report.
No, not that crazy, but like, the world is going to be different within this next decade. That's why I said like our
gadgets and gizmos are going to get like crazy cool, but I don't think they're going to have any world-shaping effect yet.
I'm thinking larger scale. I'm thinking as far as like space exploration, I think we're going to be seeing a big boom with that, especially with companies like SpaceX like getting so big and doing so many launches and stuff and like different testing and like different like developments that they've been doing. Like I think we're going to be seeing a lot more like competitiveness as far as that, just all around. I think in the next 10 years, like I think everything is going to change at least a little bit.
Yeah,
should
to everything turn.
Lots of shit.
There is a season.
I mean,
turn.
There should be a fucking transportation, entertainment, medicine, all kinds of fun shit coming about.
Changes.
I think I find it interesting when, you know, movies like you mentioned, The Minority Report, you know, movies like that, when they first come out and they look all futuristic and everything is fucking badass, you know, you're thinking about how these things could impact things, blah blah blah. And then you go back few years later and you think about it from a different angle, from this angle of shit we're talking about, that if you didn't know all of these things were in the works, now you do, and you go back and watch a movie like that, you're like, holy shit, that's a bunch of dumbass business right there.
Philip K. Dick
yeah.
saw the future, and he knew that it was grimy and full of drugs and corruption and failable, stupid goddamn programs where you entrust 3 orphans that live in a pool to fucking stop people from shooting people.
Garbage.
Man, Donald Trump. Right, guys?
Straight garbage.
Man.
So,
that guy, man.
However,
Trump, man.
Minority Report might be
minorities.
Some garbage.
Yeah, he probably has reports on those guys. He probably has quite a few reports on minorities, that Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Man, I just, if there's one thing you could say about Donald, man, that guy.
It's that he's a duck.
It's, that guy, man.
That fucking
That's
guy.
my opinion on him.
All right, Chris, you own Scrooge McDuck's vault, but you do not have the keys except for once a month when you have to smile at 17 babies in a row, but they're not all lined up for you to smile at them. You have to go out into the city and find them. What do you do?
Am I allowed to spank these babies?
What? Take the vault.
If you're smiling, it's legal. It
Okay,
counts.
because
Yeah.
it'd be a lot
you
easier.
don't even
for me
have to do it
smile.
every month either. If you just feel like being lazy
Okay,
one
good.
month, you can just be like, oh, whatever.
I mean,
I'll wait for next month.
but you can only swim in it. By the way, you can't take anything from the vault. You can only swim in it. It is your own personal once a month golden.
It'd be a cool way to get
coin
chicks.
swim pool.
Be like, hey, babe.
only you can go in, and if you tell anybody that you own this place, you explode immediately.
Oh, well,
Okay, well,
pass
then,
then.
I guess it's pointless
That's
then.
pointless.
This is where I see the world in 25 years, guys.
That's completely
Chris,
useless
continue.
to me.
I want you to get some information out of this episode.
However, this other stuff
Chris is
is
a
not...
fat-bottomed girl.
What?
Nothing. You're making the rock and world go round. Go.
You're being weird again.
Freddy Froggery.
You keep your gay frogs to yourself, sir.
Hey, man. Don't you put a label on him.
Well, I mean... No, we're not going to go there. So, anyway, what you just said is completely useless. Not only...
Thanks. Ouch.
Not only
Wow.
would swimming in
That had some
gold do
venom
you
behind
absolutely no good, but also only being able to swim in said gold and not telling anybody about it, it's goddamn garbage. What was the point of that?
Okay, well, how about
That's more
this?
torture than
No,
anything.
you can't tell anybody, but everyone somehow knows anyway.
What's the point of-
You just can't talk about it.
What's the
Uh-oh.
point of swimming in gold if you can't?
Still,
take any?
there's no point.
Okay, you can take one piece out every time you go swimming, and that's only because, it gets stuck in your shorts. It's got to naturally, organically get stuck in your shorts.
But what if like 12 handfuls get stuck in my shorts?
Explosion. No, you clean everything out but one. Chris, please
Continue.
stop us and go.
Yeah, because that's still pretty pointless. However,
I
told
think
you
it would
to
be
keep going,
nice. I think it
Chris.
would be a nice fucking vacation from your normal everyday fucking life, just for one goddamn day a month. Get off my back, you sons
well,
of bitches.
you
Fuck,
enjoy
man.
you enjoy every bit of that. I am going to enjoy this other stuff, which is
Please.
very useful. So this 2045
Hey.
initiative that I'm attempting to go into is it's a strategic social project initiative.
Okay.
Basically, well, it's not basic at all. It's the Russians, man. The fucking Russians. There's this Russian dude.
It's always the fucking Russians, man.
This super rich, I guess, Russian guy named Dmitry Itskov.
Man, they're all named Dimitri.
Yeah, it's a go-to, you know. It's a go-to.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Or it was Vlad last time, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyway, go. ahead.
Dmitry has this idea for super duper longevity, and he has put together this project where he is calling anyone and everyone who can help or even just spread the word to sign up and be a part of this initiative. Be you promoter or just person on the street or have an interest or scientist in
Wait,
any respective
is
field.
that your long con here in this show? Is that you got big and famous on a fucking...
Are you promoting the
a popular-
2045
yeah.
initiative?
It's some giant, popular, awesome podcast that thousands of hundreds of tens of people listen to every week, and you're just
Dozens, I
using
say.
it, you're just using it, man, to push your own agenda, and I love it, dude. I want to hear more about it, and I hope there's printed literature that can show up at my mailbox that I can throw away immediately, because I don't read your fucking mail.
After having listened to me for 2 years now, do you guys think I sound like the person that would have signed up for this? That would have taken an extra 5 minutes of my time, and I was not willing to spare it. So, no, I did not.
See, sign up for the initiative.
Then this show must be pretty important.
Sign up for the initiative. Masturbate tonight. I guess I'll do neither. I'm gonna cry.
Now,
Same.
while you cry,
That's how most of my nights go.
this project is being backed, I'll say, by a holy thumbs up by the Dalai Lama himself.
What?
That is a holy thumbs up.
That's crazy.
It's quite the thumb.
Well, okay, Chris. Honest, very real question, real quick. What, what's the Dalai Lama in charge of? Like, I know that the Pope is in charge of the fucking Catholic religion and fucking boys.
He's a figurehead
Dalai Lama
in
do?
Buddhism.
I know he's the figurehead, but
he is a figurehead.
So what? I mean, is what he says law, or
it's highly respected.
Yeah, it's just highly respected. It's
because he's supposed to be a reincarnation of the last Dalai Lama.
But in
Tibetan
all actuality,
Buddhism.
he was just some kid that happened to pick the right fucking objects, like in the Golden Child.
That's up for different people to decide. That's not up for anyone
No,
to
I
say.
think that's exactly what this show was put on this planet to do.
Is to decide the legitimacy of Buddhism and the Dalai Lama.
Man, I love you, Buddhists. You guys are just the sweetest, baldest.
I fucks with Buddhism.
Kung fu
I fucks with it.
guys.
I fucks with
well,
it.
we certainly are
James
here to
is just a young
speculate.
hippie. Man, have you heard about what Sandra was wearing at the store today?
Let's not.
It was hideous. Speculation.
What was it? No.
No, man. It was actually all right. It was all right.
I don't know who you're talking about. So,
Sandra, bro. Sandra from Homeroom.
Man, you used to fucking go out with Sandra, yo.
Third period? Are you kidding me?
You know Sandra D from Greece?
Hangs out under the oak tree during recess?
wow.
I don't... None of this is making any sense to me, Chris. You have lost control of this episode.
And it's your fault.
I'm kidding. We're having a good time because this is a really cool fucking topic and it opens up my mind to stupid, weird shit. But that's a good thing because sometimes you need the release.
Sometimes you just need a release.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Lama himself is a supporter of said project. Okay, I'll just go into it. It has over 10,000 participants now. It's fucking crazy. So you get all these professionals, all these scientists, all these fucking people that come together to try to make this thing happen. And there's even this Russian dude has even put on a contest for developers and people that can make at least one portion of this happen. So he's offering a $10 million prize to build these thingies. So I'm gonna just talk about what it is. Okay, so this is an avatar.
Yeah, please say the thingy before you.
This is an avatar project.
Like James Cameron's Avatar.
Obviously
Or
not
like
like James Cameron's Avatar. That is also garbage.
So like M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar.
Jesus fucking Christ! Why would it ever be that? We don't want to do anything.
Or like
Shyamalan.
the Nickelodeon cartoon version of that show.
I mean, that might be
Avatar.
pretty cool, but
It would be cool, man. I want to bend rocks.
But I mean, the perhaps the technology will make it there one day, but not yet.
We have the technology. We can make him stronger.
$10 million
Make him bend
prize
rocks.
for
$10 million prize
for people that can create robot avatars that let you see, hear, and feel by 2021.
Oof. That's the feeling part that is, I think, the hurdle in that is robot avatars that you can see and hear things through. Not that big a deal. It's just headphones and some VR glasses. But to fucking actually have feeling in the body of this other you that you now control, it's like you're the brain of this new fucking thing that it's
that
weird.
part's not really that difficult. It depends on what medium you're thinking of in this particular subject, because when I go into what they're actually talking about, it's probably different than what you're thinking. So your standard, let's say, your standard idea of seeing, hearing, and feeling through a robot avatar may be something along the lines of, well, okay, let me just say, right now, there's a scientist who's working on robotics and yada yada yada. Anyway, he put a chip, implanted a chip into his own arm, and he can control his robot arm from anywhere in the world. Right? His robot arm will do exactly.
He can control space and time.
Yes, sure.
Which he kind of can, though.
His robot arm will do everything his actual arm will do, and then he put sensors on the robot hand, right? And anything that robot hand touches, he can feel via that chip in his arm.
Wow.
What?
In his own hand.
That's wow.
That's a lot crazier.
That is the perfect tool for feeling up sisters in that summer in 98, man.
That's right. That's right. Now, he then took it one step further and implanted a chip into his wife's arm as well. So they can both
That was so graceful.
They can both manipulate the robot arm and feel what it's feeling.
They're getting freaky with this thing, right? Like,
probably.
I'm not even like being gross or nothing. Like, if they're a husband and wife team,
like he's
they have
off in a different country, and she's like, "Hey, I'm lonely," and he's like, "Use the robot arm."
Yeah,
and
so
he's just like,
she gives him a handy from Germany while he's in Tucson, and their marriage has never been more rock solid.
Right. Yeah, I mean, again,
you just FaceTime and have the robot arm.
If they can figure out how to make it work for getting you off, they're gonna. So yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
Fuck yeah,
that's a thing in the works. So the 2045 initiatives.
Yeah, I have sex.
Avatar project milestones. Let's talk about that. This is what they.
Okay, milestones. The projected things that they should be doing with this. Yes.
Yes. Avatar A, we should see between 2015 and 2020. Now, obviously, that's already happening. This thing's been going on for a little while now.
You have 8 months, science. Get your shit together.
Avatar A is a robotic copy of a human body remotely controlled via BCI. So,
what's that?
That would be, I assume, brain connection interface. Right. So
now, are you assuming are you assuming that it's brain connection interface, or is that a very
maybe
informed
it's beer
guess?
cup indigo?
Like, have you seen that before, or are you just pulling that out of James's butt?
No, I'm just pulling that out of my ass.
Huh?
It doesn't tell me what BCI is, nor have I ever seen it mentioned before. I assume that would be a brain connection interface, because this is the most basic of avatars.
Makes sense.
And we're talking about it being a robot that's remotely controlled, meaning that you wouldn't in any way be a part of it, or it be a part of you.
Unless you really felt that deeper connection with it.
Right, although we did mention, you remember in the last
now, can you fuck the avatar?
Yes, James, you can fuck the avatar. Get over it. We're going past it.
That's obviously what he just said. Deeper connection.
Yes, that's Yes. No, he said, but can we fuck the avatar?
Yeah, no, I was saying...
in those exact fucking words.
Yeah, that's what you were saying was...
Yeah, I was saying like a deeper
and harder
connection.
See now,
deeper, harder, more penetrating love.
All of my blood just gone from my penis completely.
Good. Glazing over that.
Fuck you.
Glazing over that.
Now we may continue.
We made mention last episode of the Futurama brains in a jar. And if you remember in Futurama,
I believe I brought it up, but yes.
several times, they put said jar on top of a robot body, and it went on and did its business, like touring with Beck. Oh no, that was Bender. Sorry.
That was Bender, but and the other, I mean, it was always Nixon on a big robot body. So I mean, you have to be president of Earth to even afford a robot body that your fucking head jar can fucking fit on and control.
Jeff Bezos could do
Whatever.
it. Or like anyone in that range, anyone with $1 billion could do it.
You can't whatever that. I was being serious. That shit's gonna be fucking expensive. A, to get your fucking head kept alive in a goddamn fish tank, and B, to buy a giant goddamn war mech that your fucking head fucking hooks up to and you can control.
It can't be any more than $200 million.
I'm gonna say the low billions.
Billions?
It's inflation. I would say in today's money, head in a jar technology, if it were real, easy $2 million. Easy. Just for that.
$2 million?
$2 million, easy. And then
that's not
to keep your
more.
severed head.
Yeah, way more.
No. Because it's all
Way
one.
more.
It's a one-time thing. They
I'm not
chop
even
your head
near
off.
the
They put it in the
microphone.
magic juice. You're done. But that shit's expensive. B, the fucking goddamn giant mech, awesome robot with the rocket shoulders and stuff like that. Like, I mean.
Well, that's going to cost at least like $20 million just for the mech.
Yeah, because you have to buy it from the.
I feel it's going to be like
$5
$5 million for the head thing at least.
I would never pay $5 million for head. Chris, go ahead.
Okay.
But one of those avatars, though.
Man, I would fucking.
I would fuck the avatar for $5 million.
I mean, with a brain connection
Man, Melissa's gonna kill me
interface,
when she hears this episode.
probably some pretty good head.
Alex doesn't support me or the podcast, so I don't have to worry about
You
that.
know,
No one supports the podcast. Hey, fuckers, give us money.
you could
We
try
need it.
all the things you always wanted to.
You can go to
In
our
college.
Patreon in the description.
You know, all the things you always wanted
Man.
to try in college. You could try them from anywhere in the world, and never actually have
biggest
to
thing,
touch a real
biggest
penis.
thing I ever wanted to try in college was go to college.
Yeah, right.
True.
Well,
And man, if I could do that today, my life would be probably better.
yeah, that's
So.
a different portion of another transhumanism episode that I would love to go into, but that doesn't fit into this one.
We'll save that for episode 199.
Right. So
Hey man, I wasn't being dismissive. I'm saying that this is special.
it does seem to be quite a stretch in between these two, or it has been in between these two episodes. So anyway, moving on. Yeah, so we got a robot that we connect our brain to a computer and remotely control it. It is a human-like robot. That would be Avatar A, and we have those now. We already have them. They're not doing quite everything that we would like them to do yet. We're still working on them, but yeah, those are happening now.
Wait, and this is confirmed. Like, this is like an actual thing. It's not just we probably have.
Well,
this,
no, yeah,
according to the
this is
2045
definitely
initiative.
confirmed. There are robotics companies. There are Japanese companies that make humanoid robots for sex and for jobs. Like they have robots as
Tentacles.
that they have robot secretaries and robot receptionists and robot fucking flight attendants.
But
All
controlled
types.
by a person. But controlled by a person.
Yes, they're controlled by a person. Well, ultimately controlled by a person, yes.
What?
But for the most part, they have their own. They have functions that they perform as their own robot that they were programmed to do. But they're not. For these types of robots, they're not brain control interfaced with feeling or anything like that to the person
Okay, well,
controlling
yeah.
them.
Well, yeah.
No, but
Yeah, that's why I said earlier about
But
sex bots. I was referencing
we
this
have
thing.
all of
talking
those
about now.
technologies in the works
These sex
that
bots.
we can put together to
Yeah.
complete said avatar, right? So that would be Avatar A.
To make better sex bots.
There are 4. Avatar B should be in the next 5 years, 2020 to 2025. Avatar B is an avatar in which a human brain is transplanted at the end of one's life. So somebody who's
Whoa.
gonna die anyway.
Some ultra carbon type shit.
Old guy, maybe some kind of tragic accident, I assume they're hoping for a tragic accident of a younger person versus an old guy at first who's just gonna fucking complain the whole time.
Yeah, they probably want a young brain.
Yeah, right.
The
Young
Island.
brain.
That's the name of the movie where Ewan McGregor and maybe Cameron Diaz, but they're like bodies. They're people and they live in this complex or whatever. And then Ewan McGregor finds out that holy shit, I'm actually a fucking super famous, awesome race car driver in the real world. He is super rich, so he paid to have me fucking made so that if he ever gets in a fucking life-threatening accident or gets cancer or whatever, he can have my parts.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a thing we could probably do now if we really wanted to.
I don't think we could just wholesale grow clones, yeah?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, we can.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, of sheep, yes, because
want a
nobody
free-range
knows if a
clone.
sheep looks the same as another sheep because all the sheep look the same as other sheep.
I want a clone that's raised on open field diet.
Well, they claim, as of right now, that human trials are not allowed to be done ethically and morally and blah, 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 blah.
Fuck
So
'em.
we don't know...
Bible facts.
We don't know... For human cloning, where that's concerned, we don't know what or if any of the human attributes or whatever might be askew from that process. As far as a sheep is pretty simple, so we can do that, and then we can also mix a sheep with a spider that we have now, so the sheep, when you milk it, it produces spider silk. It doesn't have spider legs.
Oh, okay.
That's fucking dope.
Actually-
I thought you were going to say that all of the sheep will like crawl around and nest in the corners of our houses and
you wake
Oh,
you
man.
you walk to your kitchen in the middle of the night and you see like a sheep in the
Ah!
corner of the wall.
Actually, it's a
It's like standing on this
it's
ceiling.
not even a sheep. It's a spider goat.
oh, so it's a straight up scream.
Yes.
Screaming spider goat.
Yeah, you just see it like on the
That
ceiling
eats
staring at you, just
everything
fucking.
It butts you in the fucking kneecaps. Yeah. Yeah.
And then after you get butted in the kneecaps, you look up and it says some pig in the corner. 'Cause
Yeah. And then
Your
your
fucking gamer tags and
cheese.
Call of Duty shit.
You can also floss with the cheese. You know, spider silk.
wow. Yeah.
So anyway,
man,
yeah, that's what.
I like this. Let's get a spider goat.
So
Spider
cloning,
goat.
yes,
Spider
I
goat.
imagine is a thing that we could fucking do wholesale, and if we know how to make the cells agree with each other,
Do you think it's already happening?
do I think it's already happening?
Do we already have spider goats, Chris?
We definitely.
Do you think
already
there's
have
a Ewan
spider
McGregor
goat
out there
clones.
for all of us?
Spider goat clones are real.
Okay.
I want my own Ewan McGregor.
If that's our Ewan McGregor, I don't think it's happening yet.
That whole Ewan McGregor thing is I would think is a possibility, and if it's happening, it's only in the super high up elite. But no, I don't think that's happening just yet. Entirely possible,
I thought. Yeah,
and
I think if it's happening in the Southwest.
so Texas.
That's right.
So yeah,
Texas.
back to Avatar B. Putting a human brain at the end of one's life into an android avatar.
That's what I want the most. That is what I want the most.
But that's only number 2.
And
That's not going to be the one you want the most when you hear about the rest. Or maybe it will. Who knows? Who knows? That's what we're here to talk about.
I want my brain in a robot so that I can do robot stuff, but with my
That
brain.
is pretty
I'm gonna be a
cool.
robot.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
like I want to drive a car without looking at it.
think of all the...
But then there's gonna be people that like pay for this robot thing and then just go and commit suicide so they can just go live in a robot.
Man,
There's gonna be ethical like issues coming up from this.
guys, wait. If this brain robot thing comes up, can we finally do the murder suicide pact like for real though?
What?
Like I'm.
But then there's other things like if you committed a crime in your life,
I have
right?
Yes.
And then you die and get put in this robot, and it's like a new.
Well, then you're the
life.
stab robot from Futurama.
Are you? Well, like would like things like would that robot still be accountable for the same crime or stuff like that? Is that really the same person?
I think you continue your sentence just in a robot body.
Yeah. That would be the
I
only
just want to be a
reason
robot.
to put
Dude. I want to do robot things.
That would be the only reason to put a prisoner who has consecutive sentences into a robot
Let's
body.
give him a super strong metal body.
Continue torturing them. No, you would just keep them as brains in a jar to finish out their sentence, or fucking. Anyway, no, fuck them. Let's take them off the table. We're not worried about them right now. They have no rights, right? Their rights are, at least their rights have been.
Wow.
Their rights have been stripped.
No, that's true.
By the law.
That's true.
Blah, blah,
you don't have any
blah.
rights in prison, really, except for your basic human rights.
They are not.
You know what? Those robots had a dream.
They are not currently a factor in the development of society. So, that being the case, your brain in a robot. Think of all the different robots you could be in. It doesn't have to be a humanoid robot. You could have spider legs. You could have jets, or put your brain in a, who knows, a refrigerator if you wanted to, I guess.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Foot massage.
Man, I would keep shit so fucking cold, man.
Oh, put your foot long in me.
Oh, no. See, you made it gross again, man. I'm talking flank steak. I'm talking fucking kielbasa sausages all up in it.
Put all your meat in me. Open me up and put your meat in.
Okay, see, no, Chris, tell him to stop.
Think of how many weird fetish guys would want to put their brain in a foot bath.
Ooh. Nice.
But I mean, it's so one-dimensional, though. Like, I would want to be like a picture on the wall, like a one-dimensional.
Why?
Chris, go.
I'm
Rebuttal.
so confused about that. Why would you want that?
Chris, rebuttal.
That is my rebuttal.
That was a stupid
what the
thing.
fuck?
Go, Chris.
What the hell's wrong with you? I want to be a spider with a jetpack. What the fuck are you talking about?
I swear to God, if you are ever a spider with a jetpack,
I will
hunt
shoot
you down and fucking kill you.
I will shoot you.
Because I don't want the fucking other spiders learning about jetpacks from you.
I don't want them knowing that that's a possibility for them.
No,
Man,
I'm gonna need a removable extra set of arms. I'm going to need, an interchangeable bottom half for my
hell yeah
spider leg climbing.
Well, you're gonna have to go to requisitions. I just make copies and coffee here. I don't know why you're telling me all this shit.
I'm gonna need Go-Go Gadget dick. I'm gonna need fucking. You're
gonna have to take that from Go-Go Gadget himself, but
yeah, well,
Penny ain't gonna let that happen.
Where do you think I got the idea?
From Penny.
So that's
from
Avatar.
Gadget, from Inspector Gadget.
Shut up. You shut your slut face. So that's Avatar B.
You said it.
Avatar C. Right, here we go. Now we start getting into fucking what now? Avatar C.
Fuck yeah.
Should take place between 2030 and 2035. This is...
James will still be alive for that. You and I, Chris, our chances are slim.
Our chances are slim. This is an avatar with an artificial brain in which a human personality is transferred at the end of one's life. So...
Ooh, okay. What you just said reminds me a lot of a pretty good game called Observer or The Observer, something like that. It's really fucking good, and at the end there's a whole...
Wait.
Yeah, no, fuck that. This game's fucking 8 years old. There's a whole, do you want to put your fucking brain inside of like this computer network and live forever in basic, godlyhood? Or do you just, want to go your own way? The Fleetwood Mac style. Fucking stupid ass goddamn Fleetwood Mac.
Right.
Now
here's the thing.
You could have said go your own way, but you started with that instead. But it was really cool, and you should check it out. And I actually think that has a lot to do with what we're talking about.
It does.
But
here's the thing. Aside from the fact that Stevie Nicks is fucking awful,
God, I hate her so much.
Fuck
I'm
you.
a witch. Look at me. I'm a short blonde witch.
So much.
Aren't I cute? I fucked most of the people in my band, and I was married to one while I was fucking the other ones. And I'm a
Her
witch.
fucking
Did I tell you
awful
that? I'm a witch.
monotone fucking ugh. Anyway, yeah, aside from that, you will have a choice. This is not a thing that's just going to happen to everyone just because, right? A lot of people will not get the choice because of tragic accidents and, you know, however they died, which is another reason we're not talking about immortality. There's still a ton of ways to die. Even if you have any of these avatar things done, there's still a ton of ways you can just go away.
Okay, so wait, are you telling us that basically we can die, but that we will have everlasting life in the afterlife?
That is absolutely not what I said.
Yes, that is exactly what he's promising.
You said that we could
He is
die and then go
promising
into a
that.
robot.
No. This
I mean,
says
you've been alluding to
this
that.
says at the end of one's life, so as to basically say that we're not just going to turn everybody. We're not giving you the option to just go get a tattoo and a new robot body, right? You can't just do that. This is a thing when you're going to die anyway.
I don't think that's two things I would mix together.
Trust me.
But go ahead. Sorry.
When kids think it's cool, they'll do it. They don't care. So anyway, no, this is a thing that is going to be an option when you're going to die anyway. Now, there's so many implications to this as far as what happens to population growth, what happens to, you know, children. Do children get the option? You know, that kind of thing, and then.
No, you have to at least be 21 and not a minor anymore.
I mean, what happens psychologically? What happens when you detach?
Fuck 'em.
Even in Avatar B, if you shed your human body, what happens psychologically to your brain? Can most people's brain accept and move on with the fact that they now are just a brain? Because you remember, like I said in the last episode, it's easier if you think about this whole thing as you being your brain, a separate entity from your body. You don't need your body to function and to survive if the conditions are correct. But psychologically, because you were developed together as one piece, more or less, you know, when
You probably
when
go a
people
little
have
crazy.
limbs and
Not
shit
too
blown
crazy,
off,
but a little crazy.
they fucking miss them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole phantom limb thing is very real. And your brain is like, man, remember that arm we used to have?
Right.
How about I give you a little taste of that?
Just a little,
brain
just a little
is
taste.
It's also extremely adaptive. And a lot of the things that it has problems with are either A, learned or programmed reactions to things, or fear-based reactions to things. But for the most part, your brain is extremely adaptable. So if you take away all of the physical limitations, you don't have to eat anymore, you don't have to sleep anymore, you don't have to worry about disease or illness or body damage.
See, I would rather just die and
So
get
you
a
don't
robot
have
body.
to. You don't have to do these things, but can you still do these things?
Eat and
'Cause
sleep.
I don't see an enjoyable life. Yeah, I need sushi every once in a while that I can steal from James's fridge.
Well, we're definitely working on the
Have you been stealing their sushi?
understanding taste and things like that, of course. So
Yes.
I would imagine there would be functional ways to at least still taste your food. You don't need to process it or anything. But yeah,
But
Loading
processed
flavor
food
memory.
Is the best, though,
making
man.
a turd, there's no need to make a turd.
Cheese, man.
There's zero
He's
need
making
to make a
turds?
turd. Just taste it and push it right
Well,
out.
yeah. Why?
You know.
It's Cuisinart inside the belly, and it's mulch, man. You just walk in, and
It's-
it just
It's
fertilizes
just
the ground.
it's just a furnace inside of your stomach.
Yeah.
And then it goes in just.
Yeah, it's where I burned the little Keebler elves. Fucking tell me I can't have your stupid tree cookies for free.
Okay.
Burn you in my tummy furnace.
Get in my tummy furnace.
Man, feel like I've heard that somewhere.
Jason clearly has
Chris.
has past run-ins with these little guys, and he really likes him some cookies.
Thank God. I thought you were going to say, clearly Jason has passed on. I was like, oh no, I really have been dead for 5 years.
No, not yet.
Okay, good.
Not until I say
Hey, Chris,
so.
do me a favor, man.
What?
How long has this recording been so far? Because I have my counter at the wrong setting, and I don't even know what the fuck it's counting. It's like
It's just a
quarks or
lot of
something.
numbers. Just a lot of numbers.
We're already at 1 hour and 12 minutes, and I'm not going to read
Okay.
most of the shit I was going to read. I'm just going to try to keep it fairly short so we can wrap it up a little bit here.
Yeah.
'Cause-
And we haven't even really been. I mean,
No, I know,
we've
it
been
just-
talking, but you've been joining us this time. Like, you haven't been yelling at us. You've been like joking along with us, and I think that's a beautiful thing, really.
This subject is very wide, and there's a lot
It's
to
fun.
talk about, and it just can't be covered in an hour and a half. It just can't.
That's like my
Just like my
ex-girlfriend. She's
penis.
really
Oh.
wide. People love talking about her, but she can't be covered in an hour and a half.
Wow.
Mm.
What does that?
Sounds like my ex.
Does that say more about her
That's
or
my
you?
ex-girlfriend.
True.
I'd say yes.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah. That's somewhere in the middle.
So okay. So what do you? So wow. Google just turned off my lights on me.
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
Ooh.
I got
That's that's the future,
I got
man.
fucking
That's
smart
it's the future at our
bulbs.
fingertips.
and they just do what they want. So what do you guys think about having your brain copied to the point that your entire personality is copied digitally and then implanted electronically?
Okay, but here's the thing that I've always never been able to wrap my head around.
Always never.
If look,
I'm sorry. Go, please.
Look,
I
all
like
right.
the-
So
Set it up.
let's say perfectly your entire personality, all of your memories, all of your experiences are transferred into a synthetic brain and a synthetic body.
Uh-huh.
All those, everything that happens after that point, is that really you? Like, are you really continuing your like experience through life, or is this just like, are you actually just dead and that's just your memories? You know what I'm saying? Like yeah,
Because it can't be both at the same time.
that thing will have all your memories and your experiences, and for all intents and purposes will
But
be
do you go to it,
Exactly.
or is it just a copy?
Exactly.
That was like the video
Do
game
you-
Soma, which is really fucking good as well.
I never finished Soma either.
It's good. You should.
I know.
Feel good.
Well, that's a good
But
question.
I've never been able to wrap my head around that.
Yeah.
Would it truly be you continuing life, or just something that thinks and acts like you?
You know what's terrifying is what if the new thing thinks that it retains you as your fucking soul or whatever, your being, but old you is just died a horrible death and your soul is dead and you're
Well, that's
in
what I'm
hell.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
But the new thing is under all illusion that it is in fact you transported, not this thing that just carries on your fun.
Well, that's
Because then what's the
because you
fucking
wouldn't
use?
know, would you?
You should
Like
know.
you wouldn't know.
Okay, if we could be guaranteed by lawyers and in expensive suits in courtrooms that I dare not speak the name of, then then maybe
Because
hard stance.
what I'm
maybe.
saying is, if it's not really my same existence carrying on and continuing my own experience through life, then there's no point in it.
No, I'm going to put out a thing that's just going to keep. It's going to look.
It's gonna look and act
sound
like me.
It's going to think like me.
But it's
gonna
not
talk like
me.
But it's not me. So why even have that thing there? Because
Yeah.
I'm not there.
But-
Yeah.
What the fuck does it even matter?
Because
what
that's
are
the only
you?
way it could work in my mind. I
Son of
am
a
me.
bitch.
But no, seriously.
I
think,
am
think
me.
about it. Think about it this way. I understand your dilemma there. Your existential issue you're having. But think about it this way. What are you really? Physically, yes,
look.
you're just a brain and a body.
Yeah.
But
I am my memories and my collections of experiences.
Deeper than
Yeah,
that.
I understand that.
deeper than that, your consciousness and your personality are also not the same thing. So what is your consciousness
Right.
really? Is it just a spark of electricity that runs through and makes everything
A
function?
big jelly thingy. Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
if it's just that, and we can copy the vibrational pattern, perhaps so you're saying by ditching all of your physical matter, you're no longer technically you're now running as you're now just code.
No,
Whether
No,
that
no,
code
I'm not saying it
thinks
from-
it's you or not is irrelevant.
Perfect carbon copy, but still not you. Yeah.
Well, at that
Sure.
point, does it really matter? You should be dead
To
anyway.
you, it does. The
I'm
human
not
you
saying
that's
from
that
a
are
moral
dead.
standpoint. I'm not saying from a moral standpoint.
No, not at all.
I'm saying like you as you know it, the lights shut off.
Right.
And then separately elsewhere, not connected to you, unbeknownst to you, your personality continues to live on. I'm saying like yes, we are just a collection of experiences and memories and things moving around and making new ones, But like, would we be aware of anything that happens with our clone?
Well, I think.
Or would it truly be our complete consciousness moved over?
No, see, I think that consciousness, by, I guess, kind of definition, is being aware that you are experiencing reality.
Now, if it was a thing where
Sentience.
with the Android A, I think where you said the entire brain gets moved over.
That's
like
Avatar
if,
B,
like
I think.
those B.
Yeah. It's,
Okay, see now Avatar B makes sense to me. If you move the entire brain over
Right.
and keep it living in a different
Well,
body,
that's-
then yeah, that 100% that is still you in every way, shape, and form.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you start getting into the whole copying personality, you see what I'm saying?
Who's to say they're ripping it out and putting it in instead of just like, oh,
Like there's
that's cool, we'll take that, but you know what?
like if I give
they're
you
just
my save
copying
game,
it. Yeah.
in a video game, right? If I'm at a certain point and I give you my save game because I have certain armors or anything like that, if I give you my save game and you play with all of the experience and all of the progress from my game and continue your own game, that doesn't affect my game. Like I can put down my version of the game, never play it again, and mine will not change, even though your copy of my game has, continued on and progressed.
I mean,
more.
it will though in my new game, Herpes, which is even after you give me
God
the
damn it.
copy of your save, I can still affect your save, and it's going to cost you $22,000 to be cured of it.
You're awful. And that's hepatitis, by the way.
I meant to say hepatitis. They
Hepatitis.
both start with an H. They're both sexually transmitted diseases. James is riddled with all of them.
So,
So it's just a safe bet either way.
but I get what he's saying though, and I think that's a valid point. Now we're gonna take all of the possible, the government can do all this bad stuff off the table right now. We're not talking about any of that. We're just talking about the beneficial possibilities of using this technology for us as a society, as a species, not for control or bullshit, blah blah blah. Obviously that has
I just
tons
really-
of implications.
I keep thinking and hoping that Chris is going to say use it for evil, but he keeps saying benefit of mankind. So it's like it's hard for me to connect with it, but I get it. I'm just trying to see how I could use it for not evil.
I would
not evil
use
per
it
se,
for
but
evil, for
like
sure.
mischief making.
Yeah.
Well,
Mischief
Like go rob a
making.
bank with it.
at least mischief making.
Maybe steal a puppy from a little kid.
That's how you get real jail time is messing with kids, man. You leave them
Whoa,
kids
I didn't
be-
say no about messing with kids, man.
You said you would run one over in the street earlier, man.
I did say that. If they tempted me.
If they crossed me,
If they crossed
they'd be
me.
in fucking trouble.
All right, you sluts.
I'm sorry. He really did say that. Sorry.
I did say that earlier.
We got 9 minutes, and I got one more avatar, and then a bonus one after that. So
We can go a little farther than an hour and a half.
I mean, this
you know?
episode's
We
still
could
shorter
always-
than the movie Avatar.
Yeah, we could always go a little farther.
which
Keep going, Chris.
was
No rush. No rush.
really super predictable and kind of disappointing, and I really don't understand why everybody and their brother fell so in love with it. Anyway, Moving on.
Avatar is one of my
James?
favorite movies. Avatar is legitimately one of my favorite movies.
It's really milquetoast. Very like it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's like a cool action flick with explosions.
I
and-
like the art
and
design and the
You just like
technology
the
of
blue
the time.
cat boobies,
I like that too.
man. Having sex with your long ponytail hair
Fuck yeah.
with Chris and his long beard.
Right.
Chris, connect your beard to my hair.
It's disgusting.
And forever shall you be one.
It's nasty. So, I see James's existential dilemma with Avatar C, and yeah, that's. I mean, who's to say that is an issue that people have trying to figure out whether or not it's really you, or is it just now a computer strung together bunch of code that goes on thinking it's you. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
fucking knows? At that point, though, does it really fucking matter? You know, honestly, does it really matter? Whatever it is that's enjoying.
To the dead you that isn't enjoying anymore, I think it kind of does.
Yeah,
matter.
no,
But
if
then
this
you're
is
dead
like a
and it doesn't
decision
matter, so
for
it
me to
doesn't fucking
make
matter,
and
I
like
guess.
spend money on or something like that, I would definitely, that would make or break it.
How about that can happen that way as long as he doesn't touch my fucking stuff. He's got to get his own stuff.
Okay, well, here's one thing.
This guy get a goddamn job.
Here's one thing that hasn't changed since the dawn of life, and probably will never change. When you're dead, you don't give a shit. You don't care. You don't feel anything. You don't.
But I'm not going to sign up for it and waste my time and money in the afterlife. I'd rather pass that on to somebody
Well-
rather than waste money on something that isn't even worth a shit to
Fair
me.
enough.
Because it won't matter if I'm
By
dead.
the
If it's
time-
not me, it won't matter, and I won't sign up for it.
By the time Avatar C is available, you'll probably already be in Avatar Avatar B, which you'll already be a human brain
And I'll be happy
in a
with.
body. You can
I'll be happy with
choose
that.
to stay with that. That's all fine and dandy. Because you know whatever you have an issue with Avatar C, that's cool. Avatar D is even weirder. Avatar D should happen between 2040 and 2045, and it is a full-on hologram. So your copied personality and memory is now 100% in a computer, and you are surfing the net for your existence. And when you manifest yourself, you are a hologram, 100% 3D image hologram.
You better have to actually surf in there.
Yeah, actually going through like YouTube.
Fucking wipe out on repeat 24/7, but it's worth it.
I'm gonna be.
Oh shit! A pregnancy update on Facebook.
I'm gonna be mad
Wow,
disappointed.
man, you're really invested in your friends' lives.
Now, Avatar D, I don't find all that interesting. Personally, it's cool. The idea of it is cool, but I don't find Avatar D to be.
See that's the godlike fucking hive mind web computer transfer
Yeah.
that I was talking about earlier, and really at that point, why? I mean, yeah, it's neat. It's seeing the infinite cosmos and being able to touch the fucking the nape of the neck of God, but then what? You're a hologram in a computer that you're.
Yeah, and you couldn't just pop up anywhere. You'd have to be in a place with the appropriate like projectors or whatever it would use. So like your house, and then if somebody like summoned your hologram
Wow.
somewhere, like if there's like public hologram callers where you can call up like your grandpa or something and be like, "Hey, what's up, Buckaroo?"
Well, you're in a way you're kind of forcing the idea of that technology into the primitive world of, let's say, today or maybe 10 years from now.
I'm just trying to make it make sense in my
Right,
head.
right. And that makes sense. That's a lot of times what the fucking movies will do, and that's why when you get to live to see technology advance and then go back and watch those movies, you're like, now that doesn't make any fucking sense. Why the hell that would still exist in a world that has this?
That's true.
You know what I mean? Shit like that.
That's true.
So yeah. I mean, Avatar C, I think, is pretty fucking cool. And if you go that far, then what would already stop you from being able to be a part of the net? Now, if you get to the point of Avatar D and you got hot people being projected as holograms, then clearly at that point, projectors would be fucking everywhere, and so many other things would already be projected, into the world, that having a person there wouldn't be a big old deal, right? So then you wouldn't also, which we never really touched on, and it is a big conversation, I'm sure, the population issue of having people live forever in now physical robot bodies. So an Avatar D scenario would obviously clear that whole thing up. But taking it one step further, let's call it Avatar E. A nanoswarm.
I want to go. I think he should be Avatar Y.
No, this is
Really?
Avatar Y,
a
nanoswarm.
Seriously, a fucking nanoswarm. That's badass, actually.
fuck yeah.
Like, that's a mischief-making form right there, man.
Fuck yeah.
That's,
So if you can already,
I'm gonna be a bunch of bugs in a cloud now.
if you can already copy and digitize your personality and your consciousness, and you can put it
And your college thesis,
you
yes.
can put it into this body or that computer or that computer. Why couldn't we do a nanoswarm? Then you could be
Okay, so now you're making it sound like sluts, though.
instead of no sluts, but instead of switching bodies, you're now using this swarm of nanobots to completely be a whole shapeshifter altogether, and literally shift into an infinite number of things with your consciousness.
Adrienne Barbeau.
Now that has sex purposes.
Yeah, it does. Adrienne Barbeau? Fuck yeah, she does.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about being a nanoswarm?
I think that's the most terrifying of all of them to think about experiencing in real life.
Yeah, you're just like, you walk up to like a nanobot person, you're just like you bump into them and they're like, hey, watch where you're going. You're like, what? Fuck you. And they just turn into like a giant, like, screaming skull or
I'm
some
just
shit.
thinking just a big knife.
I don't
Just a big, just
I don't think that would happen
They
because
split you in half.
you can't bump into them.
Oh, that's right. They are so self-aware that they would just phase.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? I
Phase
don't like
through
these
me.
uppity motherfuckers. They think that they're better than us because they can have fucking millions of little tiny bots that are their body and brain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Chris? You and I are going to die in some shelter somewhere. Not even the same shelter, but we're going to die at the same time.
Still trying to do the show, coughing and hacking. Fucking.
Yep. Finally finding out that vape does terrible things. I'm just kidding. That's James's livelihood. I'm going to cut that out. Don't worry about that.
I think nanoswarm is cool shit.
It's fun.
That's what I think.
Now, because
Nanoswarm.
you would be a physical hologram that could do
Nanoswarm.
any and everything with itself, as well as being little fucking computers. I'm guessing you have Wi-Fi. I'm guessing you have the internet. I'm guessing you can do whatever the fuck you want and know anything the fuck you want.
You're just a walking router.
You'd
You
be
can give your
gods.
friends like hotspot and shit. And, like,
You'd be
hey,
gods walking around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You
Humans
just, like,
would
float
not,
around and shit.
Humans wouldn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
yeah, be like, fuck you. I'm a bunch of nanobots, motherfucker.
It's like Dr. Manhattan from fucking...
yeah, you could be a robotic Dr. Manhattan.
yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, you
That
could
would be dope as shit.
Yeah.
be a big blue schlong on Mars.
Space
fuck
wouldn't.
yeah.
The vacuum of space wouldn't bother you. The temperatures, none of that would bother
Transform
you
in a
anymore.
jet real quick.
So here's a question: do you think when people have that kind of ability now? Now, granted, we're still following the premise of these are people who were going to die anyway, and if we take children off the list, because that's a whole different conversation. That it's not a different conversation, but I'm sure just like the overpopulation thing, it is a conversation all on its own. So we're going to take them off the list
Right.
too. Let's just go 25 and older. You were going to die anyway. Now you have this option.
Man.
You opt into being digitized and nanoswarmed. Do you think people with
Nanoswarm.
that kind of functionality, I guess, that kind of ability and all of that at the internet, full whatever at their disposal, do you think these entities, I guess we'll call them now, would choose to stay here on Earth? Do you think?
Oh no. Well, I mean, you know what? The only reason I think that they would is because that is the only place.
There's nothing to do.
Well, that's the only place that there's going to be. Yeah, there's going to be new things to learn.
Yeah, there's nothing to do out in space. You can go see a bunch of cool shit.
I absolutely 1,000,000,000% believe that there are other, intelligent life forms out there. I've seen a UFO. I told you the story. It was on the show.
Okay.
I know you don't listen to the show, but holy shit, man, come on.
Yeah, we talked about that one.
You're a dick, man.
You know, I don't think if there is intelligent life, it's not in this galaxy.
Well, and if there
it's
is a
not
God,
within
he hates
attainable
you.
space.
Just you.
Fuck you.
Tell that to God. He's the one that hates you, and he's fucking
No, I'm
doing
wearing
reps
his
and Special K
earring.
and hitting your girlfriend up.
I'm repping him. What?
What?
Hitting on my girl for some ketamine? What did you say?
Wait, your girlfriend's got ketamine?
Hey, we don't talk about that on the show.
Yes, we do all the time. So, Chris, I think, like, honestly, it's the nanoswarm thing is badass.
Nanoswarm.
I still don't know if I'd be able to not go insane unless I were able to just unknowingly, like, without effort, be a person most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Nanoswarm, I'd come.
Unless being a goddamn cloud of fucking robot bugs is just way cooler,
dude. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Probably
At the
psychologically
nanoswarm
liberating.
point, like, it's so cool that you would get over it so fast. It wouldn't even be a thing to get over.
Yeah.
It's like you'd just be like, "Yo, this is the coolest shit. I can do anything."
Yeah. I mean,
oh, dude,
the brain is adaptable that way. Think of how out of sight, out of mind is a thing that really happens and really fucking works. Just like how they say, the best way to get over one person is to get underneath another. It's one of those things where, like, by tricking your brain into being excited about something else, you don't forget about the thing that depressed you before, but it's not nearly as big a deal because you have so much more to look forward to now. So
yeah, that's like in basketball when they throw the basketball at the hoop to make it and they miss it, but then it bounces off and then another person on your team gets it and then makes it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that.
Sports.
Yeah, that, exactly.
It's
so
boring. That's what I meant to say. Super boring.
So, yeah.
James Conan. I like football.
Hingle McCringleberry.
Kringleberry.
You never saw that Key and Peele?
My least favorite word.
Or they did all the football players?
I've been catching them on YouTube here and there when it's suggested to me, and I fucking adore them. I think they're great, but I've never seen an episode now.
Well.
There's a lot more in the episodes that aren't on YouTube.
Oh, I'm sure.
They did a sketch making fun of all the crazy football player names, and one of the ones
Albatross,
yeah,
Rick Quitazan.
Exactly. One of the ones they did.
Shakalaka, Akalaka, Shakataka.
The one I never forgot was Hingle McCringleberry.
Hingle McCringleberry.
Yeah.
I went to high school with him.
Yeah.
He is a dick.
He was good people, though.
God.
He's a good guy to have.
Loves his mama though, man. Yeah, like he'll clean up any fucking community park in a day or two.
It's a hell of a
and
blocker.
He'll just ask for $50. That's it.
It's a hell of a blocker.
He can stop the run
And his sister
from
braids
not
hair.
being able to run. Sometimes he's on special teams too. Like he's just good at what he does.
Sometimes you're on special teams.
Ooh, wow.
Ayo.
Man, you guys are just really giving it to me tonight, man.
All right, so wrapping this up now. Wrapping it up. Yeah, psychological implications, moral and ethical implications, but ultimately, really cool shit that we all stand. At least the three of us stand a pretty damn good chance at seeing. And if it gets,
but probably never affording.
If it gets even half
except
that
for me
far,
when I'm super famous and rich,
in the next 25 years, I am going to be so happy for the things to look forward to in the future. It's
Man,
it's
will you step outside and say, "Hey, what's going on?"
no.
And
I will
said,
not.
What's good episode, Chris?
You guys are awful people.
Yeah,
and you're ruining the show.
we're ruining the show. We probably are, actually.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Chris, you and me, let's make the Kanye cast.
It's been a hard day, man. It's been a hard day.
No,
That's what the Kanye cast is actually going to be called. It's been a hard day.
I'll not be any
It's going to
part
be
of.
Chris crying for an hour and James listening and breakdancing to Kanye. That's it.
I'll have no part
Fucking
of
greatest.
making my money on Kanye,
Greatest ratings ever experienced.
even though we make no money
Bipolar.
on this show.
Not a goddamn dime. And okay, wait, just for a second, Chris. I want you motherfuckers out there to know how much bullshit I deal with to be here when we can be, and how much fucking work I do on this goddamn show.
It's a lot.
Fucking, like, I don't know, man. Like, just tell us that you enjoy it if you enjoy it. If you don't, tell me that you hate it. I just want to know that people out there give a shit enough to have a feeling about it and say something to us.
Right.
And you can do that at snhnpod@gmail.com or commenting on Podbean.
Or I'll fucking write down James's and Chris's home addresses and the stuff for
Just mail us.
Yeah, no, or show up at night.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think face to face. I'd love to hear it.
I'll keep a ladder by James's bedroom window just so you guys can tell him what you think.
Yeah, screw the pics. Bring your dick straight to James directly.
Man, that sounded like a song was about to fucking kick up, like in a musical.
Screw the pics, just bring your dicks on down to James's.
Fucking goddamn banjo kicks in the background. Fucking people in overalls start doing that weird open wide leg hop on one foot dance. Man, Cotton Eye Joe video was really good. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
When I've been Cotton Eye Joe, I've been
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Chris, what do you think about all the shit that you've been asking us what we think about it the whole fucking show? Because you're just telling us shit that you've researched or seen and thought was cool or whatever, but like, what's your opinion on where we could possibly be in 25 years if my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope?
He's just like, this sounds dumb as shit. Trump's gonna get us blown up.
Well, first I guess I'll say I love it and I'm down. I've been quite the advocate in recent years, just in my own personal dealings of cybernetics and really looking forward to being a cyborg myself. Although I do know.
Did you guys know that Chris dealt in cybernetics? Totally black market cybernetics. Chris is your man to go to. It's like it's Deus Ex, but he's for real guy that you just
That's right, NSA.
Will I Am from the Black Eyed Peas?
no.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, you do.
No.
He has an AI company that IBM is like recently invested like millions into.
Huh.
So like, did he do the coding for this AI, or
No,
did
he just
pay the
founded
money
it
for
and-
people to do the coding for the AI?
Hey, he as long as he's getting it done.
Being an entrepreneur
That's
is different.
cool. I
than
did not know
being
that.
A trailblazing, world changer.
No?
Hey guys, I had money one day.
That's certainly
Praise me,
certainly
But he
one
still
thing
got
you
it
can do
done.
with your money.
man.
I just figured that fit in. I just want to throw that out there. That's a real thing that's happening.
Right.
Yeah, but
recently.
first we need the money to be able to do that with our money guys out there.
Yeah.
Just send your children's food stamp checks payable to James Conan.
My Cash App is
Not totally
dollar
not fraud
sign.
for real guys at thisapartment.com.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't slept in 2 days, guys.
What did he just say?
I'm running low on fuel.
You should stop smoking meth.
And you know what? You fucking tell me what to do with my meth again, and I will fucking go have to smoke some more meth and just forget about all my troubles with the meth.
Crazy how
So-
meth will do that to you, man. Just
Man, I miss my
floats
teeth.
away.
I miss them so bad.
But I don't miss the memories.
I used to be able to whistle. Now all I can do is whistle.
Do you girls
Chris, rebuttal.
Do you girls want to just have your little conversation over there and be done with this?
You know what, Chris? You were having just as good a conversation as that with us before we started recording, if not more ridiculous.
Right. Although
So
you
I don't
asked me
thank
my
you very
opinion,
much.
and then you.
No, I did, and then I forgot that I even asked you, and I really do want to know though. But James is.
I'm sorry.
He's not sorry, but go, please. I'm being serious. I would really like to know, because I think you are more informed than any of us could be on the topic, and maybe could give us some more realistic glimpse into what to actually expect.
Oh, no. You guys don't have the patience for that, nor do we have the time for that.
No, actually, no. So is it A, bitchin', B, pretty gnarly, or C, totally fucking rad?
C, totally fucking rad, and I cannot wait to be a nanostorm one day. I mean, I will wait, but, I think it's going to be awesome, and I'm going to enjoy every digital minute of it.
Man, I am going to buy the most heavy-duty fly swatter.
The what?
Oh, Chris, a heavy-duty fly swatter.
Oh, fly
to
swatter.
kill your... Yeah.
I thought, for some reason, you said black bottom. I was like, what?
The most heavy-duty black bottom.
Yeah.
No, I actually said spy squatter.
So you can do, like, your own Instagram booty-shaking videos? Is that what you're after? Is that what you want your nanoswarm to do, is twerk?
Undercover booty twerking videos. Man.
To catch predators.
That's where the money is now, man.
You want to go
It's
shake
catching
your
predators and
nanoswarm
booty twerking videos.
in the club for dollars?
You can sign up for my OnlyFans.
Only in the hood if it's all good.
You bad girl. Bad girl.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, that's one thing I appreciate
It's
about
Janet.
you.
If you're nasty. What?
I said, that's one thing I appreciate about you.
What's that?
So,
That is the one thing that you appreciate about me, that we just completed our 99th motherfucking episode of See No, Hear No, Speak No, Sleep No?
no, this is your project. That's one thing you appreciate about me. One thing I appreciate about you is that you have given me something to do. Where this show is
Yes,
concerned.
like praise God. Yes.
Ugh.
Yes. Jesus!
Ugh.
Just
Or,
big
I
fucking
guess-
block letters pop up behind you in like scrolling, flashing cartoon 70s letters. It says, Jesus!
Where that's concerned, you've at least given me a public outlet to make fun of those people, so that's cool. I appreciate
Fuck
that.
yeah.
I do appreciate that.
Man, if people only knew how boring we were in real life.
Yeah, just as boring as we are on this
maybe
fucking show.
Yeah, maybe they wouldn't hate us so much, I guess. Man.
So,
But what else? I mean, what else do we talk about on this show? Other than just cool, futuristic awesomeness
Butts.
and butts.
I mean, we
Love
Crack.
butts.
we talk about
And smoking crack. Yes.
gross
Butts and
present
crack.
awfulness on this show,
Mm-hmm.
and gross past awfulness.
Man, has it ever been?
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's we're gonna. Oh goodness, we're gonna wrap it up right there.
We're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, I already did half of the outro that I was waiting for you to do the other half
There's
of.
just so much more that can be talked about that we just, yeah. So,
Yeah, like all the UFOs, conspiracies, and murders.
oh man.
Or about how you can email us at SNH and snpod@gmail.com or comment on Poppy.
When did you say your?
Chris, you do
didn't
that
say
part.
your part.
I
Yeah,
did.
he said
I
his
did.
part too long
I
ago.
did say it.
I didn't
I
hear
did.
that
It was
at
like-
all. You probably said it in your
Yeah.
background conversation.
Yeah.
Look,
Your little sidebar.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put something so important in a background conversation.
Yeah.
We only put the
Fucking butt knuckle.
little pokes at Chris back there. We're
You're a
like,
bunch of
little
butt
arm
knuckles.
poke 'em and
All
the-
right.
and the thigh.
That's cool. I'm
Dr.
done.
Acula. He did it.
Fuck off.
Dr. Acula. Blah. Give me one blah, James.
Bleh. Bleh.
That's better. Thank
Blah.
you. Chris, give me a blah.
It's not happening. You're upsetting me.
Okay. You know what's upsetting me, Chris? Countdown. Blah.
Bleh. Bleh. Good night, bleh.
We'll see you for the 100th next time, kids. But for now, fuck off. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bleh.
But for now, fuck off.
Bleh.
that's right. Nice.
I said, hey, what's going on? When I said,